that's the Duke who threw the party, who owns this region, and that's his, what do you call him, Marshal? I keep thinking there's a name for it, and I need it because it's gonna be another slide. The top sheriff had a name.
Field Marshal.
No.
Chief advisor,
Say again?
chief advisor,
Yeah,
advisor in chief.
sort of, it would be the
Like-
White House Chief of Staff, basically, today. I'll think of his name. Harold, that's what it is, the Herald, who was the chief advisor and the top law individual. So this is the actual parade now. So they march through the city and then they march into a ground that they built for this, a small arena that they built for this and have events there. That's all part of the same thing. So these are the, now the trumpeters of the emperor, Habsburg Emperor, double-headed, black eagle, yellow background. And there they are in the picture. And that's the inside of the city hall, main room. There it is, the Herald. This individual, not this particular one, but the Herald was sent out to meet Luther and bring him into town safely and out of town safely. Wherever he was, the authority of the emperor was. And here's the emperor coming in, ladies in waiting and so forth. I never know what they're waiting for, but that's what they call it. Candle, young maidens with candle, light, a symbol of light, power. And the church naturally has got its part, the bishop under a baldacchino. Remember I kept telling you that word? The roof covering. And he's a bishop because you can see his staff. Can't have a wedding without the church. And this is the wagon recreated, but from original source information. That's long distance travel back then. Basically a very fancy, much bigger and sturdier Conestoga wagon. Maybe too sturdy and heavy for the Wild West in the United States, but it worked here. And they had two of these, and the mother and attendants and so forth, the princess and her disassembled fancy carriage, all of that came from Czechia and then was greeted 25 kilometers out by the prince and brought into town. That's the carriage, there are two in there. That carriage is for mom. Then the female attendants of the bride, they all came along in these carriages. And the same thing on the inside. And the reports say that the prince rode a very beautiful black horse. So here again, same thing in the picture. That's the gentleman that was allowed to do the reenacting. He was a gymnasium student in his last year, 13th year of school. And there's the fancy wagon for the princess. Is that the right one? It could be mom's again, I'm not sure. Hold on. Not fancy enough. Oh, the other thing that happened is that they, for entertainment and respect, organized a joust for that event, where they really brought together 8 of the best knights, jousting tradition, and fought a tournament. And they trained for 2 solid years 8 local guys and teach them how to joust. And the only concession they make is because it takes you years to learn to train the horse with your knees and feet only. And they didn't have enough time for that, so they give them one hand free for holding the reins. And where does that free hand come from? they take the shield and mounted it to their armor.
Mhm.
So he has that hand free to control the horse, and the other one's for the lance. That's the only concession. Other than that, these guys joust, and when I was there, one of them really got messed up. Flipped over backwards, the horse rolled on him, and the ambulance took him away. Say again?